Day 2 of training camp is in the books for the Chicago Bears, and it seems to be another struggle day for the offense, but not everything's all that bad. We're going to get into all and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. I'm the host there, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Chi Bears Central on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, let's go ahead and get into the content for today. We got some good news. We got some bad news. We got some stuff that I think is going to really excite Chicago Bears fans in regards to the running back position. But let's start off with what we started off with yesterday. According to Courtney Cronin, there were some issues with the Chicago Bears offense, again, that had to be corrected with the starters that included a huddle procedure and getting lined up. Ben Johnson once again pulled the first team offense as they did on Wednesday, but it wasn't as bad as today. And, it seems like the Bears, it did not have to get to the point of pulling the offense as it did yesterday. But there's still some issues with the offense, false starts, botched snaps that are there, and Ben Johnson just is not going to settle for that. He's not going to allow for this team to keep not getting the little procedures and the little intricacies right. And because of that, there's still some frustration there that goes with it when it comes down to it. But it seems like as of right now, there's some issues with the Bears that, that 79th and Hollis podcast said that it wasn't because the Bears defense looked good. It was just the offense being out of sync more than anything. And here's what I'll tell you guys. I'm not mad at the Chicago Bears having problems right now because of the offense being out of sync. It's the second day of training camp. This is the point of training camp, is to get in sync. So I'm not going to kill the Bears offense or anything for not being in sync as it stands right now, but you want to hear these things get better day after day, right? And so that's going to be probably throughout this first few days, first 4 or 5 practices, you're going to see some out of sync issues, especially as the Bears are fluctuating, using different players in different positions and figuring some stuff out when it comes down to that. And along with that, Karen Amagaje got his opportunity with the first team offense today. And we know that Ben Johnson made it clear the starting left tackle position is completely up for grabs, and it's between Karen Amagaje, Ozzie Trapillo, Braxton Jones. And while Ozzie Trapillo got the most reps with the starters in yesterday's practice, seems like today was Karen Amagaje's turn there. And it seems like, for what it's worth, is that Braxton Jones, the starter there, is still ramping up, and but he was with the first team during install before Karen Amagaje stepped in during the drill. So, even Braxton Jones getting his look there when it comes down to it, the experience that Braxton Jones has is going to be something that gives him an opportunity definitely to win this starting position. But as of right now, seems like it's Braxton Jones to lose, and that the battle isn't far from over. But Karen Amagaje got his opportunity with the first team offense, and sounds like he did pretty good today. Next up, I said it wasn't all bad, and I said we're going to hear something good and positive. Seems like Kyle Monangai was the standout player when it came to today's practice, when it came down to it. He's third on the depth chart right now between DeAndre Swift and Roschon Johnson, but seems like in Thursday practice, he had a long run, which included a juke move that led him pick up some extra yards. Alex Shapiro as well said Monangai got a little work with the first team offense as well. And Courtney Cronin came in and said that Monangai and last year's star player, or kind of darling, Ian Willer, are in competition for the fastest player, noting both had moments where they turned on the Jets today. For Monangai, including a long run from Monangai during team play. So seems like Kyle Monangai is starting to turn those heads. And what did a lot of us talk about? All Kyle Monangai needs is that opportunity. You give Monangai that opportunity, and if he really makes the most of it, he's going to get in this rotation for the Chicago Bears. And I don't think that should really shock anybody when it comes down to it. But, we'll see. Tyson Bagent got his opportunity with the second team today, as Case Keenum got that opportunity yesterday. And so, we know that Case Keenum is in here to be a mentor role for Caleb Williams. But, the second team reps this time went to Tyson Bagent. And, nothing else really of note there. That's going to be a battle that I guess you can watch if you want to do it. Let's flip it to the defensive side of the ball. One of the position battles that we have on the defense is Noah Sewell and Ruben Hippolyte. And while Ruben Hippolyte was a standout during veteran minicamp, which was really good when it comes down to it, the Noah Sewell also turned some heads, so much so that Ben Johnson actually singled him out as far as his size and his potential under Dennis Allen's system. Well, it sounds like today that the starting job may be Sewell's to lose. Zach Pearson said that Sewell continues to line up as the strong side linebacker alongside TJ Edwards and Tremaine Edmonds. So, take that for what you will. It's early in training camp. You're going to get a lot of opportunities, a lot of different looks at guys at different positions. So that shouldn't be too shocking and surprising there. But as it stands right now, it seems like Noah Sewell, according to some, is getting the most opportunities to be that starting strong side linebacker there for the Chicago Bears. And so, we'll see. Noah Sewell hasn't done a whole lot under the previous coaching staffs. But one of the things that we've said many times before is that when you have a new coaching staff in, it's not necessarily what you did under the former coaching staff. You have new complete eyes on you with a new system, new expectations. And so Noah Sewell is somebody that could benefit from that and make the most out of this opportunity to really, do much better than what he done before and have an opportunity now to maybe even win a starting position. Imagine going from Noah Sewell, who was seldomly used at all and basically only used on clear running downs and mainly on special teams, to go from that to now being a player that is competing legitimately for an opportunity to be a starter on this team. That is what he's competing for. And is he gonna win it? We shall see, but it's good to see that, at least he's making a case for himself there. And, while I know a lot of Bears fans, myself included, are really excited about Ruben Hippolyte, I've said it before, even if Noah Sewell does win this position, because of the lack of depth that we have at the linebacker spot, it's going to open up a lot of opportunities for somebody to still get on the football field. And so a guy like Ruben, who's going to be used with his speed to come around that outside, put a little bit more pressure on offensive lines. Even if Noah Sewell wins this position, it doesn't mean that Ruben Hippolyte is just going to go by the wayside and not get in games, not have an opportunity to still make an impact. But, we'll see what Noah Sewell does. As it stands right now, seems like he's making a pretty good case for himself to be that. Now, when it came down to it also, Nahshon Wright was getting work at cornerback 2 since Jalen Johnson is sidelined. We did hear that, Trey Flowers got some opportunity as the one there. And so this cornerback crew, who we know is going to be really important to Dennis Allen's system, this whole defensive back unit here is going to be there. And, seeing, them balancing it out, we'll see how it plays off into the season, but kind of know who our starting cornerbacks are going to be. But Nahshon Wright earning some opportunities and some looks there. Lastly, Courtney Cronin had an observation when it came to Jaquan Brisker, saying this: Jaquan Brisker has not been wearing a guardian cap. Cronin went on to note that defensive backs and wide receivers are wearing the guardian caps, but not all. Brisker notably missed most of last season with a third concussion in as many years, so you'd expect Brisker to be donning one as an extra layer of protection, but it could be because the pads have yet to come on. It's definitely something worth monitoring heading into the remainder of the summer. Brisker is entering a contract year where he'll need to stay healthy for an entire season, something he's yet to do in 3 seasons. So, hey, Jaquan Brisker not wearing that guardian cap. I won't lie and say I'm not a little bit worried about that, but I guess we shall see. Last update, rookie not Jaquan Brisker, Luther Burden is still listed as day-to-day with that soft tissue injury, and it seems like something right now. He hasn't recovered from the soft tissue injury he suffered at rookie minicamp. He missed all of OTAs, but when it came down to that, and so as it stands right now, Ben Johnson provided an update that Burden is day-to-day with a soft tissue injury, which is believed to be a hamstring. The good news is that it doesn't sound like anything serious, so we'll see what happens. Shamar Turner he injured his ankle today in Wednesday's practice and did not participate today, so we'll see what happens with that one. And Zay Frazier was excused from practice for personal reasons. So, we'll see. It also seems like Olamide Zacchaeus also had a scare at the end of practice as well. That seems like Trey Flowers hit a big hit on Zacchaeus, and he went down for a little bit before getting back up, but doesn't seem to be anything to there, especially with Luther Burden uncertain. We're going to need Olamide Zacchaeus to be there ready to play that slot position, and that's going to be a big role. We already talked about how important that role is under Ben Johnson's offense, so we'll see what happens there. But that's your day 2 update as it stands right now. Make sure you guys are following us at Chi Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearsCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-242-9336. We are the #1 spot for everything Chicago Bears related. And like I like to end every episode on, Chi-Town up, but Bear down. Love you guys. Tomorrow's mailbag day, so make sure you get those voicemails in, man. Love you guys. Peace, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.